need to experience V3 supercharging, which looks pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think really once you get to 250, especially when you, and there's two kind of variables about this. And once again, it's something you and I and a lot of people who might listen to this would get versus just kind of the casual listener. There's kind of two parts of this, or someone who might have a casual interest in it is not only the charging speed, but the actual size of the pack and the efficiency of the car. So like, I think that's really where Tesla and then Hyundai have really stood out, is by having really efficient cars. With each minute of charging, you're actually adding that many more miles to the battery pack. And it's great to see you've got like GM, Ford, and all these companies, Rivian, who are coming out, but they're talking about battery packs that are 100, 120 kilowatt and beyond. And that's why they're all justifying kind of this 350 kilowatt charging rate. And you kind of do need it to get the right speeds. But even then, you start running into the issue of actually just being able to produce those batteries at scale with the actual cells and the cost of that pack breakdown versus the worrying about just the actual cost of the car or what the longevity of those batteries are when you have to charge that many at that high voltage that many times. I mean, for you, I guess it's kind of funny being in New Zealand and talking about battery technology, and you don't have a car there. You look at islands who are starting to move towards like grid storage for renewables. With what you've been looking at in your kind of research for batteries, are you seeing any differences that stand out in the battery research for renewables for like grid storage versus the car usage, or anything like that that might stand out to you in particular?
This is something I've actually only just started looking into the past couple of days, because generally what I do, if there's a preeminent researcher who says this technology is 10 years away, I go, okay, I'm going to put that at the bottom of my stack. But I've had a few spare moments the past few days. So I started looking into, for instance, sodium ion batteries and flow batteries, things like that. I'm interested to see how that pans out, because lithium batteries are making improvements so rapidly that I don't know if it's giving these other technologies, for lack of a better turn of phrase, the oxygen to, develop and be used.
Well, it's interesting. I was going to say, it's interesting to bring up flow batteries, because that's one I've always found is, especially when you get to the grid, there's a couple of companies who are trying to do it for like residential energy backup. And it's getting closer, but still from what I've heard, not the same cost competitive to like a Powerwall or some other product that's lithium based. But once you start getting the utility stuff and like the size and location of where you're trying to put the battery, that's where I think flow style batteries really stand out, because you no longer have the size constraints. So you can have that lower density, and really it just becomes the higher like kind of rate of which the longevity of the battery versus like trying to get it in someone's garage. It's going to be the size of someone's garage, if not the whole house usually.